What's going on, everyone? It's Darkstrider, and I don't know if you heard about this, but Microsoft is in the process or has laid off their internal DEI team, which is pretty wild. Now, the reason that they're doing this is they don't believe that a DEI team is business critical anymore, so they decided to scrap it. Now, this is kind of wild coming on the heels of everything that's been going on lately in gaming. We're hearing a lot of complaints about the way characters look. They look too manly. They have square jaws if they're women. You know, they don't look appealing or pretty to the male gaze. Yasuke in Assassin's Creed Shadows being a black samurai. Things like that. Now, while diversity and inclusion is important, honestly, it's nice to see all kinds of like people and stuff like that in games and in gaming, but the way that they're doing it is just way over the top, I kind of feel like. And I think that that's what we're seeing right now with like people who are anti-Sweet Baby Inc. A lot of people are being radicalized because they just don't want to see this kind of thing in their game. And I mean, again, I'll use Yasuke as an example. You have a time period where you could have used any Asian male to be the samurai. I know some people were still upset that there was an Asian female as the ninja, but the samurai is what really got a lot of people's attention, is angering a lot of people, not just in the West, but also in the East. And, I mean, they could have used anybody, real or fake, for this game. And they chose Yasuke. And I've said it before in a previous video, I feel like it's manufactured outrage because, well, not manufactured outrage, but it was manufactured controversy because they wanted that outrage. They wanted that attention coming directly to their game, I feel like. And, I mean, they got it. A lot of it is negative. A lot of it is still positive because people still don't care. They're still going to play the game. And that's how a lot of people feel about a lot of these games. Look at Concord. Concord just had their open beta. A lot of people loved it, even though, they have a big like 900-pound lesbian or something in the game, and that was like a bone of contention for a long time. They've got things like that, and people get upset. People are upset with the look of Joanna Dark in the new Perfect Dark game, and a lot of people are upset with like a lot of things. I think that when you force this kind of thing, that's where people get mad because they really take notice. If it's something subtle, I don't think anybody's going to care. As far as the looks of like the character and whatnot, if we look at the character Eve in Stellar Blade, she's beautiful. She doesn't have, tig-o bitties and everything. She doesn't have like a super fat ass or anything like that. But she is an appealing character, and the gameplay really, really highlights that. On top of that, you can get lost in the gameplay, which is absolutely amazing. That's what people like. People like things like that. I always remember people being upset about Barbies and how, Barbie casts this shadow or this image on little girls, and they think that this is what the perfect female body would look like. Meanwhile, they've actually did like a comparison of Barbie to like a human, and like Barbie's dimensions are like absolutely impossible. I never understood that, but maybe, being that I'm a guy, I haven't felt the pressure that women have felt growing up, so I can't speak to that. What I can speak to is that, like, I grew up with He-Man, and He-Man also has absolutely impossible features and just dimensions and everything like that. I mean, he's got muscles in places I don't even think you're supposed to have muscles. But I never grew up thinking, like, I gotta be like this dude, this is the perfect man. I never thought that. It never crossed my mind. But again, you know, I'm not going to pretend to, you know the inner workings of the female mind and what they go through as they're growing up. You know, being a father to a son, I don't have a daughter, so I mean, I couldn't even tell you what a little girl is thinking. I could only tell you what my son was thinking as he was growing up, and that's it. But they're getting rid of the DEI group. Obviously, that group is really, really angry. It is funny to think that, you know, they got rid of this DEI group and all of a sudden Microsoft went down across the globe. Like, you know, they did that. I don't think they did that, but it is funny, you know, like a lot of people have put that out there into the ether, and I just thought it was hysterical. But, you know, I don't see this as a negative. I don't feel that you need an entire DEI team. I feel like, you know, get somebody who, you know, is involved in that and have them give you real opinions, not over the top opinions. You know, we don't need, like, I'll give you an example. The Last of Us 2, I played it. It was a great game. I really did enjoy it, but I felt like every lesbian, bisexual, and transgender was just what was left on Earth, because every time you turned around, there was a character that, you know, was LGBTQIA+. And while, you know, like, I didn't care that Ellie was gay, I really didn't. I didn't care that she had a female love interest in, you know, The Last of Us Part 2. That didn't bother me. Abby clearly wasn't gay. She just wanted to bulk up because, you know, she wanted to be able to beat the hell out of whoever got in her way. It was just kind of weird that you kept finding these things, like the little girl character who decides to be a boy. Like, I thought that was kind of weird too. I was like, why would this happen in this game? Like, that's so weird. You know, I just thought it was like a weird coincidence, you know? And, you know, again, don't come for me, LGBTQIA. I'm not, you know, trying to downplay any accomplishments or whatever. I'm not trying to, you know, spit in your face or, you know, yuck your yum. I'm just saying, to me, I thought it was weird in the game. I thought that, you know, like, maybe if they did a Last of Us 3 and they introduced something like that, like, maybe it would be normal. You know, because, like, little by little you're introducing these characters. It's kind of weird. You know, I thought it was weird. I mean, the one guy who, you know, like, it doesn't like it in the beginning of the game, you know, I thought that was cool that, you know, they put somebody in there like that because she actually did face, you know, some form of discrimination. And I think that is a character builder, honestly. But again, I don't think you need a whole team for that. I don't think you need like 30 people for that. You know, if they're going to do a game that's dealing with, you know, like Hispanics or something like that, I don't think that, like, you know, if they hired me to do that and to translate the Spanish for you and everything like that, I think that's pretty much all you need. I mean, back in the day when we got a game that came from Japan to Nintendo, we had one guy translating. You didn't have a whole group. You didn't need a whole group. You step on each other's toes at that point. It's nice to have like a bunch of ideas, but, you know, you have other people in the group that can help you with these ideas, even though they are not, we'll say, trained in, you know, LGBTQIA, you know, like their customs, their feelings, things of that nature, how they should be included and whatnot. To me, again, you just need one person for that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think 30 people is overkill. And I think I'm being generous on that number. Because the picture that I saw, there was a bunch of people in there. There was a bunch of people, and it was... I don't even think I saw one dude in there. I don't even think I saw one person of color in there. I don't know. I'd have to look at the image again. But again, all I'm saying is that, you know, I do feel bad that these people lost their jobs. I, you know, think that we're having too many cuts going on in the gaming industry. But I don't know, again, that you need a whole group for DEI, you know? I do understand that, you know, like some people, they just use the buzzwords and they go out of their way to, you know, claim something is DEI, or, you know, it's checking boxes and everything like that. And we've heard this for like a long time now. But I don't know. I don't feel like that's the situation. But I don't think that we need to be over the top either. You know, we're not doing over the top, like, you know, cis things in these games. We're not doing over the top anything based on your race, religion, or anything like that. Nothing like that is over the top. So, I don't know. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. I mean, I know a bunch of you are going to be really happy that this group was like cut. But do you think other companies should follow suit? Do you think that this is because of what's going on with Assassin's Creed Shadows? Or do you think that the culture is changing currently because of what's going on in the world? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear what you think. Let me know in the comments below. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you all in the next one.